Assalamualaikum and have a good day, sir. We from Group A will present to you about how animal digestive system function. We have choose animal from ruminant groups. Ruminant are herbivores even though and both mammals. We complete 3 or 4 chamber stomach. Example of ruminant like cow, sheep, deer and goat. The ruminants we choose is goat. Goat are herbivores that eat grasses and other fibrous plant material. Fresh grass is the best choice to feed the goats. Goats are like other ruminants. It also have their own way to digest the food. Its digestive system very unique. This because it uniquely qualified ruminant animal because it have complex 3 or 4 chamber stomach to digest the food.
Now I will explain about function of digestive system. It is ruminate. Ruminants eat grass without chewing it. Goats ruminate to digest and assimilate their food completely. Rumination is always carried out in a relaxed mood, allowing them to slow down and fully digest what has entered their system. The food is chewed thoroughly and combine it with saliva. This is why goats chew in the posture even if they aren't eating. Thank you.
Now let's take a look at the passage of food through the digestive system of a goat. The digestion process starts from the mouth. When the goat eats its food, it will enter through the mouth. And there are going to be some chewing and mixing with saliva containing digestive enzymes here. Then it will pass through the esophagus to the first chamber of the stomach, which is the rumen. And then it enters into the second muscular chamber, the reticulum. From there, it is sent back to the mouth to be chewed again. We call this as chewing of the curd. After that, the rechewed curd is swallowed again, but this time it bypasses the first 2 chambers, rumen and reticulum, and enters the third chamber here, the Omasum, where water is removed. Finally, it enters the fourth chamber, the Omasum, and completes its digestion. Following this, it then moves to the small intestine for nutrient absorption, and at last, the large intestine, and bring the feces to anus to be excreted.
As mentioned in the previous slide, the digestion process starts from the mouth. Now, I will go in depth to explain each of the organs that are involved in digestion process and its function. First, food is taken into the mouth of the goat. Chewing in the mouth cavity breaks the food into smaller particles. Saliva containing digestive enzyme are mixed with the food, and then this content will be passed down into esophagus by peristalsis in the form of bolus. Next, it will enter the rumen. Rumen is the biggest part of the ruminant stomach, and it is also known as fermentation chamber. This is due to fermentation process done by bacteria, protozoa and fungi in the rumen to produce cellulase for cellulose digestion. Next, the food in the rumen will be regurgitated back into the mouth via the esophagus to be rechewed. This process is also known as chewing cud. Chewing cud is essential in ruminants because initially they do not chew their food much as the simple stomach animal. After the food particles are broken down enough, it will be swallowed back into the rumen via the esophagus again.
Alright, next is reticulum. The food from the rumen travel to the reticulum, which is honeycomb shaped on the inside and is kinda tough. Reticulum also traps a foreign objects which are not food, for example, nails, branch, and nibbles. Alright, after that, the food will go through the Omasum. It will transport of appropriately sized feed particles from the reticulum to the abomasum.
The next is abomasum. This compartment is more often considered the true stomach of ruminant animals. It functions similarly to human stomach. It contains hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes that break down food particles before they enter the small intestine. The capacity of the abomasum of goats is approximately 1 gallon. For the small intestine, as partially digested feed enters the small intestine, enzyme produced and secreted by the pancreas and small intestinal mucosa further break down feed nutrients into simple compounds that are absorbed into the bloodstream. For the last one is large intestine. Undigested feed and unabsorbed nutrients leaving the small intestine pass into the large intestine. The function of the large intestine include absorption of water and further digestion of feed material by the microorganisms present in this area. The 100-foot-long intestinal canal of goats has a capacity to hold 3 gallons.
So now I'm going to talk about the conclusion of the goat digestive systems. So as you all know, goat have ruminant digestive system, seems like cow, cattle and buffaloes and any kind of it, that the feed must go through the regurgitations. Why does regurgitations happen in animals like ruminant? Regurgitations happen when digestive fluid and undigested food rise from the esophagus into the mouth to rechew and break into smaller pieces. They also resalivate the feed and reswallow it. This process makes the feed easier for the microbes to digest. As you all know, goats have 4 stomach compartments such as Rumen, Reticulum, Omasum and Omasum. These 4 compartments allow goat to digest grass or vegetations without completely chewing it first. Instead, they only partially chew the vegetations, then microorganisms in the rumen section of the stomach break down the rest. Alright, I think that's all from us about the goat digestive systems, and I hope all of you have learned something from these presentations. Thank you for watching.